Hello everyone. I am in Kichijoji, out in West Tokyo, and this is Inokashira Pond that I'm about to see here with you in Inokashira Park, which is a very popular little place to come. Now the weather has improved somewhat, although it is absolutely freezing still here. It is a sunny day at least. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it is a lovely day here today. You can see here there's a little park shop here where you can get an ice cream or sit down. Now, I've got to tell you about what happened to me this morning, or this lunchtime actually, because it was rather wonderful. Oh my gosh, look, there's actually some cherry blossom here. Might be plum blossom, but look, we'll just walk underneath here and you'll see it by the pond. So yeah, don't forget, you can scroll around and have a look through all of my videos that I'm here in Japan filming. Now you can see here, there's some of the blossoms here. Now that looks like possibly plum blossom there on the right, but this one over here, this looks like cherry blossom to me. That looks like cherry blossom to me. Let's get on this side of it and the sun's not shining directly at it for you. So you can scroll around and have a look. That looks like cherry blossom to me. So yes, Inokashira Park, this is where I am. So yeah, let's go through this little alleyway here with some blossom here as well. Now I'm using the Rode Wireless Pro microphone, so you get decent audio. There's a little bit of a breeze here today, but it's not too bad. Lots of people here today checking out the blossom. I don't think I've been in Japan for when the blossom comes out for quite some years. So yeah, this is actually really nice to see. So yeah, I think there's probably some more as we walk around, but we'll see. Just wait for these trucks to go by, and then I'll get out and we'll start walking around the pond. I'm gonna cut through here because I'm cool like that. Okay, there's a zoo here as well, crazily enough. Which way should we walk around? Let's walk around this way. So, I went to this yakitori place, which is quite famous. I can't remember the name of it though, but I will put it in the description because I thoroughly recommend it. You get like 4 little skewers there for 100 yen each, which is, I don't know, just over $1 US. So I had 4 of those. I ordered 4 of those, and then a little dish of homemade dumplings as well. But when I sat down, straight to a seat at the kind of like the bar, which is like this kind of like triangle around the pit where all the skewers are being made. And it was a wonderful place, just full of locals. So I sat next to these guys, and the guy on my left was watching, which looked like some kind of video. Oh look, it's the pond. You can just go across the little pontoon bridge here. And we'll walk around the pond over there. And you can scroll around me. If you're watching on a TV or a computer, you can figure it out how to do that. So anyway, this guy to the left of me was watching this thing on his phone. And we kind of got chatting. He had a little bit of English. I had a tiny bit of Japanese. There's a lot of him talking to me in Japanese, and us talking about music really, which is what kind of like bonded us. And then we ended up watching this Eric Clapton Cream video together. And then you know, he visited New Zealand some 40 years ago, because he was actually 70 and looked at least 10 years younger than that. Oh yes, we got a little bit of a breeze here, but hopefully this is performing well. This Rode Wireless Pro with the little wind muff on top of it as well. So yeah, he was a nice chap. Had been to New Zealand, like I say, about 40 years ago. So we were chatting in a garbled way about that as I kind of like drank my alcohol-free beer and had my skewers, and then he bought me a beer as well. So, you know, he's busily pouring beer into my glass. And then he was busily drinking his own beer. I suspect he'd been there for a little while. I think he was a bit of a local there, because he said, if I'm not mistaken, that he got into trouble a few nights ago with the police because he'd had a bit too much to drink, and they told him, don't let them catch him. don't let him be caught by them doing that again. So he said he was going to leave early today. So yeah, he kind of disappeared. And then the guy on the right of me, after my friend, 70-year-old friend, left, turns out he had been listening to the whole thing, and he was retired. He was 75, and his speciality was linguistics, and his English was remarkably good, really good. Like, you know, he was struggling a little bit, but my gosh, what are the chances of me sitting between these two guys who didn't know each other, but both of them kind of like participating in this conversation with me? It was wonderful. So yeah, this guy, Mr. 75-year-old on my right, he had traveled from Yokohama just to kind of like hang out in this neighborhood. And he said it was a 2-hour ride to get here this morning. And he was just sat on the yakitori bar, just kind of watching the world go by, and was just kind of mellowing out and just doing stuff because he was retired and he could. So yeah, and he bought me some food as well. And so we sat there, and he was like, "Oh, try this skewer, because I've seen you've had these 4, but you didn't try this one." So I'm like, this is quite incredibly hospitable and gracious of these men who kind of like just took it upon themselves just to chat with me and pass the time of day, just because they could, because that's what they were there to do. And their English, like I say, was just incredibly good. So yeah, it was such a lovely kind of little lunch, totally unexpected today, but it's kind of what I hope for when I do come to Japan, of putting yourself in these kind of like random situations where you can let these sorts of things just kind of happen. And it was just so lovely for it to actually come off today. Yeah, so nice. So yeah, now I'm in this park. I went out last night with my friend Ryoji, who is actually a tour guide in Japan. Now, I asked him yesterday, I said, would it be helpful for me to put your Airbnb guide link on one of my videos? And he was like, to be honest, I'm kind of overbooked, but if they're a friend of yours, then I'll see what I can do to help them out. So let me know if you do need like a really good tour guide in Tokyo, because he's very, very good. Anyway, we had a chat, we caught up, we went to a sento together. So that's kind of like a communal bath sort of like thing, which is what we did last time as well. So yeah, that's kind of was really fun. We did that, and then we went out for a really nice dinner at a local Japanese place with Sandra as well, who I'd met last year, I think, or just before then. Nice little cafe, cute little cafe truck over here. You can buy all kinds of little things. Lattes are only 380 yen, and the coffee's only 280 yen. That's pretty cheap for Tokyo. That's pretty cool. And they've got this weird TV thing over here as well. How weird is that? So yeah. So that was a really nice dinner that we had out, just kind of like a little izakaya place, which is like a little pub sort of thing. So we sat there having a natter, talking about the world and everything that's going on in it right now. This is March the 7th that this is being recorded today. So, you know, it's pretty fast moving. A lot could have changed between the time of me recording this and the time of me actually posting this. It probably will be sometime in March still, but you know, it's pretty fast moving at the moment, and it's pretty worrying, I guess, for everyone, no matter where you are in the world. Yeah, I'm not going to comment any more than that because, yeah, I have my views on it. But whatever is going on for you right now, I hope that we'll get through this and navigate it okay. Let me just get through here a little more close to the... Oh, I have to duck a little bit here. Ooh, let's get under that. Yeah. So you can see these people on the rowboats out here on the pond. And these swan boat things here, which are all very popular. You see these a lot in Japan. I'm sure you see them in other countries as well. I've been in Germany and they've had them there. But yeah, they're very popular here. But the last time I was probably anywhere near one was up in Shirakawa, like up in Hokkaido back in 2009. It's the last time I remember seeing them in Japan anyway. So yeah, let's get under this tree as well. And then there's a little bridge over here that we'll go over. And then we'll walk back the other side. There's that whistling there because I think there's a truck reversing. So that's to let people know that there's danger with the workmen whistling their head off. They're all gone up a pitch. There we go, it stopped now. So yeah, that was a really, really fun lunch today. And I had a really, really fun dinner last night. And then in between times, I went for coffee and Mr. Donuts today. Because I haven't been on this trip so far, and I do like a Mr. Donut. I had a custard cream donut, which was wonderful. And the good thing about Mr. Donut is that they do free refills of coffee. I think it's like you pay about $3.50 for a coffee, but I had a couple when I was there, so it works out, you know, 175 yen for coffee, which is actually a pretty good deal. And their coffee's not bad. Coffee's not bad. I am a convert to black coffee. I am enjoying my black coffee. Oh, here we are on this little bridge. You can see the lake here. I'm gonna hold that there. You can scroll around and have a look. We'll carry on down this bridge and we'll walk up the other side of the pond. See, the reason why I'm in this area, aside from the fact that my friend Roji, who I went out with last night, highly recommended it. And I've seen a lot of people saying Kichijoji is like a really kind of nice... Oh, look, there's a duck just took off. A really nice, well-to-do kind of like neighborhood in Western Tokyo. But I didn't come out here specifically for that. I am going to the Ghibli Museum, Studio Ghibli, if you're familiar with their films of Miyazaki. That's where I'm going today. Now, you're not allowed to take any video or any photos when you're there. So yeah, I won't be doing that. And then you are allowed to take photos in the cafe, but it's strictly only supposed to be your food and nothing else. So yeah, probably won't be doing that. I don't know if I'll be eating there either, if I'm honest. But it's really hard to get a ticket. The tickets go on release once a month, and they pretty much sell out in minutes. And the tickets are on sale for kind of like the 30 days after that date. And so yeah, you have to kind of like queue up online. And I was there ready to go, and I was hammering the refresh button. And each time I was getting kicked out because it was saying that I was too late to get my ticket, and that ticket had gone. So I went round this cycle over and over and over again, and I had like a specific date and time that I wanted to go. So I gave up that plane pretty much straight away, and I was just like, look, any time in this window, I'm happy to kind of like change the rest of my plan so I can actually get to go to this museum. So I got a ticket eventually. After much trying, I got through to the screen. It got me a ticket, so I'm going up 4 o'clock this afternoon. So it is now 2 o'clock, 10 past 2 in the afternoon. So I'm just got a little bit of time just to kind of be here and wander around this neighborhood. So I'm just gonna complete this circuit of the lake, and then I'm gonna go to the shopping street because apparently that's supposed to be really nice. And the Jubilee Museum, it says here, is 1,250 meters away from here. So I guess I want to give myself a half hour to try and just make sure I get to there on time, because I really don't want to miss my window. It's a plane. Oh, that's some kind of like fighter jet. I was wondering, it sounded like a little bit strange. Yeah, that's some kind of Defence Force jet flying above. But yeah, there's lots of people out here. Just kind of, there's a few tourists around, probably doing the same as me, killing some time before they get in the Jubilee Museum. Now, I did also come past another station called Koenji, which is apparently really good for like thrift shopping, and it again is a kind of just like another fairly nice kind of like suburban neighborhood in like Western Tokyo. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to visit there today. Possibly, we'll see what I'm doing at the end of this, but what my actual plan is to get down to Shibuya at the end of my Jubilee visit and go and have dinner there, and I want to film there as well. So I'm going to probably bring the 360 camera and film there with the X4. And there's a couple of things that I want to do with the Ace Pro 2 and also a GoPro 13 Hero Black. I want to do a couple of comparison shots of low light video, and I can't think of any other place which would be better than to try that on this trip than in Shibuya with all the neon lights over there once the sun goes down. So yeah, that's my plan of trying to get some shots over there. Some little doggies over here, and then we'll just go across this little footbridge over where the swan boats are. So yeah, lots of people just kind of hanging out. I'd say, what day is it today? It's a Friday. So yeah, it's a Friday afternoon. My plan tomorrow is that I'm going to be going to Yokohama. Now, every time I've come to Japan in recent years, Yokohama has been on my list, but it's kind of got pushed off the list because there are other things that I end up doing. So this year I was determined I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to take the trip. So yeah, I've booked to go to Yokohama. Some more ducks here. People with their cameras taking photos. Yeah, it looks pretty nice out here. You can see there's some pedal boats too. So yeah, I'm going to Yokohama. I've got my tickets booked for the Cup Noodle Museum. That's where you get your cup noodles from. They originated in Yokohama, so I'll be doing that. And apparently it's got a really excellent Chinatown. So I'm going to try that and have dinner there tomorrow night before I head back to Tokyo. And then Sunday is my last full day. But fortunately, the weather looks like it's going to stay okay. It was going to be rainy on that day, but now it looks like it's going to be fine on Sunday and fine on the day that I leave as well. So on that Monday morning, I'll figure out some stuff to do as well. Just going to walk past here. Here's the entrance to the zoo. We're not going to be doing that today. If you are interested, it is 400 yen if you wanted to go to the zoo here for a one-day pass for adults, and kids are free. Students 13 to 15 are 150 yen. So yeah, I don't really have time today, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna get back over the bridge over here. This is where you get the boats from. Inokashira boathouse. We'll just walk over this bridge here with this bandaged up tree that's been supported. You can enjoy the spring sunshine here, and you got to see some cherry blossom as well, which is a bonus. And the interesting thing is that walking around here, there's been a few tourists, but it's not actually so many. and it's a welcome relief actually after the hecticness that was yesterday. Oh, I forgot to tell you, one of the things that I tried to do yesterday, I was in Ginza, because I hadn't spent much time in Ginza over the last few years. So I thought, oh, I'll go to Ginza after my friend Hisako had taken me there. It took me about half an hour and 4 coffee shop visits before I could actually find a seat. And in a lot of those coffee shops, there were tourists sitting on each other's laps because there were so few seats available. That's how crazy packed it is. And I was speaking to my friend last night, Roji, and I was saying to him, you know, what's your impression of what's going on? So he said, yeah, my impression is it's definitely a lot busier than it ever has been in what is really the stroller season, kind of February to March. He's fully booked now for the next 30 days without a single day off. And he said the government stats are now starting to come out. Like January was way, way busier than it would normally be. Like crazy busy. So yeah, he was saying that it is incredibly busy here at the moment. So my impressions were kind of like borne out by his and his experience of working in the tourism industry as to just how busy it is at the moment in Tokyo, which then also has implications for what it's going to be like for the rest of this year. So if you are thinking about coming, and prepare yourself. Make sure that you are booking your accommodation well in advance. If there are certain things that you want to do and you can book tickets in advance, do it. Because you really don't want to be waiting till you get here and then finding that you just cannot do anything because it's all already booked. And you do have to book like months in advance for lots of things. Like I booked my accommodation in Asakusa months in advance in order to kind of secure it, because I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So what's this place here? There's no English translation here, but there's nobody here, and I think it's a shrine, so I'm not going to go across the bridge. I will come across back over here, but it's nice for you to see it anyway. Well, I did bow, so I guess that's okay. But I don't know. I feel a bit weird filming there, so I'm not going to. We'll just walk around. I don't want to be disrespectful. All right. Well, we're done here for now. Check out my next video, which is probably going to be Shibuya at night as I go across the crossing several times round and round, so you get a good view of it from all angles. Mind you, this is a 360 camera, you can just scroll around, right? See you soon.